Hello, I'm at the 3rd International Conference on Dengue and Hemorrhagic Dengue Fever in Bangkok, where I'm joined in conversation by Professor Thisyakorn, President of the Pediatric Infectious Disease Society of Thailand. Professor Usa, welcome.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here.
Professor, how serious is dengue fever in Thailand?
Yeah, it's very serious, because after all these years, we still cannot control it. And during the past 10 or more years, we have seen about 115 cases per 100,000 population a year, which is quite a lot.
I also believe that there's been a shift in the age of occurrence of dengue fever. Can you talk about that?
Yes, we have seen during the past decades, we have seen more and more cases in older children and also the young adults, which can cause a lot of problem in management, because sometimes people didn't aware that at that age group they can have dengue. They thought that dengue is just a pediatric disease. So sometimes they go to see the doctors very late, or sometimes the doctor didn't aware that they can have dengue.
Here in Thailand we have 3 seasons. We have the hot season, the cool season and the wet season, like in many countries in Southeast Asia. Does dengue fever tend to be a seasonal disease?
Yes, it is. Actually we have dengue for the whole year, but it's more common in the rainy season, as you call the wet season. Why? Because you have more vectors during that period of time. So you have more spreading of the virus to the people. So that's why we got more cases in the rainy season.
And can you talk a little bit about how the serotype tends to change from year to year?
Yes, that's true. The dengue, we have 4 serotypes of dengue, and then each year we may have some serotype predominant, while the other year you can have other serotype predominant. Like the last 2 years, we have seen more dengue serotype 1 and serotype 3, while the other years we have prominent on dengue serotype 2.
How is the Pediatric Infectious Disease Society of Thailand tackling dengue? Do we still have a long way to go?
Yes, we try our best to convince the society, try to educate them about dengue is still with us, and then you need to be aware that you might get dengue when you have high fever. And then we also educate our medical society to learn how to make early diagnosis and also treat the patient well, so we will not have the mortality. But sometimes it's impossible, because some patients have a very serious disease, and sometimes you lose the patient.
What are the biggest challenges that you face in terms of tackling dengue?
I think we better go for prevention. I don't think it's proper just to wait and then treat them when they come down with the disease. So I think if we can do something like a control of the vectors, like our majestic king have said some years ago, that dengue is a big burden of the country. You need to do everything to control it, and I believe so. So that's why the vector control is one of the means, and the other means probably controlled by the efficacious vaccine.
And this is a worldwide battle, yes?
Yes, and believe it or not, in the future, it may go to the other country that they never have dengue before, like in Europe or in the North America. So they are also aware, and then try to help each other by learning from each other and doing the better, not to go from the bottom. So you can learn from each other, and then you can start do the right thing at the moment.
And what is the benefit of having conferences like this one in tackling dengue?
Oh, people can learn from each other very easy. So that's why, and besides learning from each other, you can have some kind of a collaboration. In the future, you may have some kind of a research work together, and then you may come up with the better solution in the prevention and control.
Good luck, Professor Usa. Thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much.